Howdy guys, Nintendo Capri Sun here, and in the last episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV here, we had just come to the Phantom World, and we visited the King and Queen. And according to the monsters that live here, the King won't even speak to you until you get permission from the Queen first. But we talked to the King, he actually did speak to us, and said that he wasn't the King. Yet he's sitting here next to the Queen. So, how stupid do I look? I don't know. But, Queen says, do you have the courage and power to challenge me? And I say, yes, I do. She says, then I shall test your power. And the screen turns green and everything goes crazy, and now this boss right here, holy crap. Protect, are you serious? You gotta do that? Oh my god. Anyway, I'm just gonna go through this a little bit before I actually do what it is you need to do to beat him. Or to beat her. Because as you can see, pretty much every other turn, she gets a turn, and I should have healed myself before doing this, but oh, yeah, let's get to Rosa's turn, Okay, we're gonna use Cure 4 here. Normally do this, but yeah. As you can see, it's very difficult to do damage. Well, I mean, it's not that difficult to do damage to her, but she keeps casting Cure on herself. And she'll keep doing that every few turns, and then it's like, okay. So, you know, what am I supposed to do to actually defeat her? Because, you know, in the time it'll take you to do 2,000 or 3,000 damage, she's going to heal herself for 2,000 or 3,000. So you could sit here all day in this fight and not know what the hell you're doing. And, you know what? I think I might actually cast Protect on myself. Because she has a lot of physical attacks, and they're really not nice. Let's see if we can get Rydia cured back up without having to waste another turn of Rosa's. Yeah, see, she's got Cure 3, and she'll be casting it every couple of turns. And there's no point in even trying to do damage to her, because she's going to heal everything that you do. So then the question is, obviously, well, how the hell are you supposed to beat her? Well, this I couldn't figure out for the longest time, and then one day I realized that you could cast white magic on the enemies, just as if, you know, they were one of you. And that included spells like Reflect, which I didn't realize. So now, whenever she starts coming out and casting white magic on herself, it's going to hit Reflect, and it's going to bounce over to you. Oh yeah, that Protect is definitely helping. That was doing like 500 to him earlier. See? There you go. She just reversed what she did. She also has a pretty nasty counterattack, but oh, well, yeah, as you can see, it's... Now, keep in mind, though, if you have Reflect on her, you won't be able to cast Black Magic, however, you can still summon. So, we'll do that. Just don't go casting Reflect on yourself, or else, you know... Or else then you can cure yourself, which you may not need to anyway, but... Well, we may need to now a little bit here, but... And also, watch closely, you know, what she's doing, because if she casts Cure on herself and it actually goes through, that means the Reflect is worn off and you'll need to reestablish it. And that is, you know, pretty likely to happen, actually, during the course of this battle, because of how, you know, her high defense and how difficult it is to inflict damage on her. But of all the bosses in this entire game, this was the one that stumped me the hardest. Just because of the whole Reflect gimmick, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It was mostly because I just didn't realize that you could cast Reflect on enemies. I was like, why would they even make that possible? Obviously, I didn't know RPGs back then, because I sure as heck didn't know about the Cure on Zombies thing. Because I didn't think... Because in Mystic Quest... Well, actually, in Mystic Quest, you could do that, couldn't you? Let's try Ifrit. We'll get an assortment of summons going here, show off what we've learned, show that we're worthy. And just keep on doling out the damage, eventually she'll go down. Either that or eventually the Reflect is going to wear off. Here, Kane, you can jump, so you're not taking any more damage unless you take damage right now, which will take it. Hellfire! Have a taste of my superior technique. Oh my god, guys, I'm so excited for Magfest, I can't even tell you. You know, it's like, screw Christmas, I'm counting down to Magfest. Life. Yes, I would like you to gain the experience. I thought she was gonna bring... Well, it wouldn't matter if she did, because... You know, because then my life spell would have been pointless. Kane, are you gonna jump, or are you just gonna stand there like a dumbass? Or did you already jump and come back down? Man, you couldn't have targeted somebody else with that. I guess he did. That's crazy. She's such a meanie. Wait, no. No, we'll use Ramuh. Use them all. Oh. She's targeting all the wrong people with that, I gotta tell you, man. And of course, Kane's never down here when I cast the Cure 4 spell, so... I don't really care so much about that, though. Wait. I guess the occasional life spell is a nice way to probe to make sure her reflect is still up. I'm surprised it's lasting that long. Usually when you cast it on yourself, you're lucky if it lasts 2 turns. It just seems that way. We should just about have her here. I don't remember this fight being that tedious. Judgment Bolt. I cast my judgment on you. Good lord. Still, you haven't given up yet. Do you give up, John Cena? Do you give up? Yeah, it's just so dramatic. I mean, I watched that one day on YouTube. Sometimes I like to watch wrestling, and I found like this one wrestling match that was like John Cena versus somebody. And you know, it was one of these matches where like the only way to win is to make the other person say, I give up. So during the match, like, John Cena's pretty much getting his ass kicked the entire time, and the announcer keeps going up to him with the microphone and saying, do you give up? Do you give up? And he'll hesitate for like 10 seconds, and he'll be like, no. And then the guy will go back to beating him up some more. And then, like, you know, it's so disappointing, because then finally, at the end, it's like, John Cena makes this comeback, and he does one move against the other guy, and the other guy's like, oh, I give up, I give up, I give up! It's like, geez, after that guy hit you with a cane and all that other stuff he did, and handcuffed you to the thing and beat the hell out of you. And then, you know, it's like the end of Karate Kid 3 where Daniel beats that guy. And he does it like with one little move. Like, you want to see him just wail on him and kick his ass. Get revenge. Do to him what he did to you. But, yeah. Now what can I say? I must still be somewhat underleveled here, because wow, this damage I'm doing is absolute diddly squad. And this fight is going on for what seems like forever. And I don't have both 3, which really sucks. Unless I gain an experience level and gain it here. Gee, I'm running out of magic with Rosa now. I don't know whether to have Cecil cast Cure Magic or just attack. Man, this bitch doesn't give up. Maybe this is harder than the original SNES version, because I don't remember this taking this long. Man. But yeah, you know, it's like, I used to think that wrestling was fake, and I still do to some extent. Because even now, when you watch it, it's so obvious that they're acting. Or that they're just trying to make some big show out of it, like some story, like some sitcom or a reality show or something. But man, when that guy was hitting John Cena with the cane thing, it's like you could see the marks on his belly. Like, jeez, man. Okay, so this is pretty much the only reason you fight her, so Rydia can learn her as a summon, which is extremely cool. Now I'm going to get everybody all healed up here. Okay, I'm back. I decided to cut back there because I want to show you this is where the inn actually is here. If you'd rather not blow through your ethers, you know, you can just go to the inn, so. And that's, yeah, I used like 2 or 3 ethers, and then I was like, you know, maybe I should just go to the inn instead. You know, it's not waste these. Save them for when there's no inn around, you know. Because there will be times like that. Anyway. Rydia, you have strong, kind friends. You may call me anytime. Rydia. Even though you are the first people who have defeated Ashura, you need more than strength to oppose evil. You must possess a mighty will to guide you towards the path of light. My spirit is tested the passage of time. What do you say? Will you fight with me? Yes. And the screen turns blue for him. Interesting. Green, blue. It's Leviathan! Yeah, I would have to guess this is the same one that swallowed us when we were on the ship. He's not quite as big now as he was, but what are you going to do about that, really? Since I don't have Bolt 3, I'm not going to be able to just annihilate this fight the way I would like to, but, you know, we can still use Bolt 2, which is something, anyway. For Rosa, I would pretty much just have her heal every single turn, because you just never know. 1400, I don't know if that's worth the magic. So I'm sure with a regular physical attack you can do just as well. Maybe 2/3 of that or something. But, you know, just, yeah, even Bolt 2 is not that effective. I mean, it's good, but it's not hugely... not massively, like, mind-numbingly, pants-shittingly effective. It's really weird to see Edge doing more damage than Rydia with that. Let's try Bio, just because I'm pretty sure Bio would actually do more. It's a more expensive spell. And we have, what's the equivalent of Shell in this game? I think it's Reflect, but... oh, Shell! Well, there you go. How about that? I don't know if they had that in this game or not. I don't know what it was called in the old version. Oh, here he goes again. And that's pretty much all he does, you know, this big tsunami, which is not a big deal. It does a lot of damage, but he has to charge it up, so you have plenty of time to prepare yourself for it, or to heal yourself, or do whatever you need to do. And he really doesn't do much else in the meantime. Maybe a physical attack here or there. I forgot to watch what that bio damage actually did. It was probably good, though. Let's see. Yeah, 1600. Well, that's better than Bolt 2. Oh, okay, he cast Ice too. Yeah. That is something. Ooh. Edge is having trouble keeping his magic up now. I'm going to use this Shuriken here. It's one of the throwable items in the game, and I haven't really shown that yet, so there you go. Nothing too terribly impressive. I'm glad I didn't hang on to that for too long. Keep that around in your inventory just for one doling out of 1300 damage. I don't think that's really worth it, but... I'm supposed to, you know, if it was like, if you were just dealing with a single target, then it's not a big deal. But since you can multi-target with those anyway, it's kind of like, what's the point? Couldn't steal. Hey, I want to steal something. Can you steal anything, like, in the PSP version? Does anybody know? That'll be interesting, because I heard there's like a... Well, I actually heard that there's a lot of different stuff in the DS version, so... You know, like, all enemies' weaknesses are changed around to what they originally were in the original Japanese release, when, oh, I got a potion. Whoop-de-doo. I got a potion. D2. Yeah, I can't wait to see Dexter tonight. It's going to be on in about a half hour, so I'm going to have to finish this up. So, let's see here. I don't want to refill his magic, man, even though that would be doing a lot of damage. It's tempting. It's tempting, but no. Rydia's magic is holding out just fine. But then, of course, she's a black wizard, so... Just keep with the Cure 3s. That's all I really know to tell you. I haven't really been watching to see if the shell is affecting that damage at all. Because I don't know if a big tsunami falls under the category of water spell or just... or if it's some kind of special attack. I don't know. As you can see, these guys are very tough. I guess like I said before, normally when I play this game I like to grind to pretty insane levels before... progressing the plot, especially at this point when you're going into these caves and these monsters are just so, you know, hard-pressed and difficult. I normally prefer to be doing at least like 2 grand damage for a normal attack. To be sitting here fighting this guy and doing 3 digits, it just drives me crazy. Because never in a... Wait. Ooh, did you hear those farts just now? That was pretty impressive. Wow. Farts are funnier than burps. I said that one time on a tape too. It was just like... It came out of nowhere. Just as farts often tend to do, though. Here we go. Ah, yeah, you just go back to charging. Charging. It's a good thing I got those upgrades for Rydia and Rosa there, because they're still taking tremendous damage. Well, you know, when you're in the back row, though, the thing is, you know, being in the back row does cut your physical damage that you take in half. However, magic damage remains the same, whether you're in the front or back row. So in this particular fight, I don't think it even matters who's in what row, because all he does is magic. You think this guy came out of Final Fantasy IX or something? You know, I love Final Fantasy IX and everything, but one thing that drives me absolutely crazy about that game is that, like, half of the monsters in that game, or probably more like 3/4 of them, they always attack with magic. And, you know, that's bad enough, but then the fact that you gotta sit there and wait for them to do their little twinkly thing to cast the spell. So you gotta sit there for 5 seconds every single time one of them attacks, watching these monsters, like those ones that fly around in circles, or those ones that hold their hand up in the air and swing it in a circle. It's like all those different monsters, they got all these cutesy animations for casting spells, and every single one of them casts a spell. It's like, you would think physical defense was totally useless, because all you need is magic defense. Like, I don't even know. Okay, so we got Leviathan. You possess a strong guiding light. I shall lend you my power as Master of the Oceans, Leviathan. So yes, that monster that killed us on the boat, just about, or we thought we did. No. He is now a summon on our side, which is completely awesome. And believe you me, if you find a monster that's weak against that, then definitely you want to use the summon. Of course, how are you going to know that a monster is weak against that, unless you read a guide or something? Or just, like, use the monster picture book. If you cast Levitate, you'll escape Titan's Wrath. Chocobo, Shiva, Ramu, all of them live here. Yep. That Ifrit, a hothead as usual. Alright guys, so we've defeated the King and Queen, we brought them to our side, and they now shall appear as, summon magic for Rydia, as you can see here. When you summon Ashura, she'll do, like, a number of different random things. Like, sometimes she'll do Cure 3 on all of you, so it's kind of like a nice little extra white magic spell. But sometimes she'll cast, like, Life or something like that on all of you, which can be, you know, useful if you're all dead, but at the same time, Leviathan's pretty much always a water attack element also. Now you have water, lightning, ice, fire, earth, physical, which is useless, and HP-based attack, like the Atma weapon. So I'm going to take this time to go to sleep, and I will see you tomorrow. Here, well, probably, well, not your tomorrow, but like in 2 days or something. Here on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. See you guys later.